Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to whatever the fuck this is. And today we're going to be talking about Clarissa Mays and her accusations that some of your favourite social media stars are rapists, which should be interesting. So anyway, if you haven't heard, Clarissa Mays, quite a popular YouTuber, came out with a video saying your favourite social media stars are rapists. She went on to tell a story or two about how she was assaulted, about how she was roofied, about how her friend was raped, and wanted to expose the YouTube stars, or the social media stars. The only problem is that there was no exposing of anyone. You know, what she did in her video was just tell a few stories. There was no proof involved, there was no naming of the YouTubers, and her whole mannerisms during it and how she was speaking just led a lot of people to not believe what she was saying. Now, whether she was telling the truth or not, who knows? She's apparently been known to lie about stuff before. Not the first time a YouTuber's lied about something like this. It won't be the last. But whether she's telling the truth or not, for this video, what I'm doing right now, doesn't really matter. The message behind what she was saying is important though. The message behind what she was saying was important in that YouTube stars are no different than anyone else. They shouldn't be put on a pedestal. They shouldn't be looked up to as though they are infallible. You know, most of them are insufferable. But we shouldn't put people who are social media stars up there as though they are the purest of pure, they can't be touched, they are golden, you know, because they're not. A lot of YouTube stars, when you look behind the scenes and you find out about what they get up to and what they do, a lot of them are the worst kind of people. You know, there's countless times that YouTubers have been accused of being pedophiles. You know, it's strange. It's celebrity culture, but it's because it's... Here's the thing, right? When people can be YouTube stars overnight, they can just take off, and they won't be used to the whole exposure. They won't be used to that fame, and the fame goes to a lot of people's heads. It goes to the vast majority of people's heads, you know. So a lot of these elite YouTubers, they're very arrogant, they're fuckboys basically. A lot of them are just fuckboys who aren't used to that fame, so it's thrust upon them, and then that's it, you know. And a lot of the time, a lot of YouTubers are narcissistic fucks. You know, they care a lot too much about themselves and not about other people. And you know, you combine the arrogance and ignorance and narcissistic traits that a lot of YouTubers have, you're bound to stumble upon some dickheads really that take advantage of their fans. Now, out of all of the YouTube channels out there, it is a small minority that take advantage of the fans. It is a small minority. You know, there's thousands of channels out there, thousands, millions of channels. But the message we can take away is that do not put people who are on social media on some kind of pedestal. Don't treat them any differently than you would some random person on the street, because that's genuinely what they are. You know, when people put out a YouTube video, you are seeing what they want you to see. You know, you are seeing what they want you to see. You're seeing an edited version of the day, of their life, of whatever it is. You're seeing an edited version of their text, of what they want to talk about, of how they want to construct it, of how they want to say things, of how they want to come across. Everything is constructed, you know. For any young fans of big YouTubers, just be very wary of them. You know, just like you'd be wary of some dude on the street, of some girl on the street, of some guy on the street. You know, just because you think you know them, you don't really. You don't really. You see what they want you to see. And that's really, I think, the message we can take away from Clarissa Mays' allegations. To me, I don't think it's true. There's no proof. She's offered no proof. There's no naming. It says her friend, who she calls Susan. It's very ambiguous, and it's the stories could be taken from genuine victims. And here's the problem with this, is that some YouTubers in the past, like Clarissa, I'm not saying she's doing it right now, but like Clarissa, have been exposed for for lying about stories, you know, just to get views, and this is what people do. And when you lie about something as serious as rape or being roofied, you take away from genuine victims who've actually been raped and actually been roofied and have actually been sexually assaulted, and you make it harder for them to come forward, because then people are less likely to believe them, you know, when they listen to someone who's telling a story with no proof, you know. And the reason I think that she's not naming these YouTube stars is that, well, it's not true. If she put a name drop in there, she said a name, said it's this person right here, she opens herself up for defamation, and she's not going to do that. But if she had proof, and if there was a court case and all this type of stuff going on, then you can name them, yeah? You can name them as the accused if you want. But just so many inconsistencies with it, and it just something about it and how she was talking, how she was saying, just made me think, oh, this is not true. This is not true. And it's what I mean, what's worse? YouTubers assaulting people, or YouTubers lying about being assaulted? I think they're both two evils, to be honest. And a lot of it's just done for views. And how fucking sick of a fucking society have we got now, where people will actually lie about rape? I'm not saying she's doing that, but that people will make up stories about this sort of stuff and being assaulted just for views. Now, know that false rape claims destroy people's lives, you know. False rape claims can just destroy someone, absolutely destroy someone. Just like false paedophilia claims can destroy someone, false rape claims do exactly the same thing. They will take someone's fucking entire life away from them. They really will. They really will. And you've got to be careful when you're saying this type of stuff around, you know. You've got to be very, very careful. This is why no names were dropped, I think. The way that she tagged her videos as well led her to believe that, or led fans, not led her, led fans to believe that it could have been Jake Paul or some other Instagram model star, whatever. I can't remember his fucking name. She just said that, well, the tags were put in there. She's been told to put the tags in there by her management to help with rankings. You know, I think that's true. I think she just didn't look at what she was tagging. And I don't think it's Jake Paul or the other dude, you know. I don't think it's anyone, to be honest, or anyone that's affected her. But that's just my own opinion. No proof of it. Can't say she's fully lying, but there's no proof offered in return what says that she's fully telling the truth. But the message behind it, the message, ladies and gentlemen, is the main thing. Wow, that's bright. The message that you shouldn't put YouTubers up there on a pedestal and be wary of them as you would be wary of any other guy or girl out there, you know, especially if you're a young person. Be very wary of people like this, okay, because they are not what they seem. Most YouTubers, or most big YouTubers, they are not what they seem. You know, when you see like them being filmed when they're not on their own camera and not, you know, doing their own YouTube video, and you see how they're acting and how their egos come out, you just think, yeah, you're a fuckboy. For a lot of them, not all of them, you know. Some YouTube people who are quite big are really, you know, just who they are on screen, but a lot of them have this online persona, and that's what people fall for, and it's a shame. But anyway, guys and girls, let me know your thoughts below. Have you seen the Clarissa Mays video? What do you think of it? Do you think she's telling the truth? Do you think she's lying? Do you think she's just doing it for views? Let me know your thoughts below. I think that is it. I think that is it. It's a touchy subject, isn't it? It's a touchy subject. But there we go. I hope you guys and girls liked it. If you did, slap a like on it. If you really liked it and want to see more, click or tap subscribe right there. If you want to see another video of mine straight away, check it out right there. It's just for you. But for now, ride safe. Peace the fuck out.